Welcome to episode 38 of Motivating Mondays, a weekly podcast and YouTube series dedicated to help Canadian job developers and other employer engagement professionals develop the tools, resources, expertise, and network to excel in achieving sustainable employment outcomes for their clients or students. My name is Christian St. Cyr, National Director of the Canadian Job Development Network, and I'm going to talk about absolutely nothing. We're going to talk about how important it is to take time to take a breath, to look around, and to take care of yourself. Every Monday, we get together and we talk about how to better engage employers, better prepare our clients or students, work with our colleagues to adopt a more employer-focused approach, or ways we can raise our brand in the community. Every week, it's about how to sharpen your skills, our work, our approach to job development, and frankly, it's exhausting. As a parent, I like it when you get onto an airplane and the flight attendant tells you if the cabin were to depressurize, to take time to put your oxygen mask on yourself before you put it on your child. It's likely the only time a parent ever gets told to prioritize themselves over their children. But it's also in the best interest of the kids. Kids need an alert parent to take care of them in an emergency. And I'm going to go out on a limb here and say job seekers need an alert job developer to be successful in job search. On a personal note, on a societal note, on an economic level, 2025 has been an awful year. And it's possible 2026 is going to be an even worse year. According to a recent Ipsos poll, 71% of respondents across 30 different countries think things will look up next year, but people are still split on whether the economy will be stronger. 49% think it will be stronger, 51% think it will not be stronger. Now, regardless of whether December is a holiday time for you, it's a time to take a breath, to refocus, to re-energize going into a time of uncertainty. I'm an introvert, so like many introverts, I take time to rejuvenate by spending time on my own. And it's something that I have very little time to do. In the days when I used to do more in-person training, some of my favorite time was simply driving to a neighboring city and allowing my time to roam on the open road. I would come up with new ideas, different ways of doing things, and it would even temper my perspective on things where I might be inflexible or anxious or upset. Having that sort of me time was a tremendous opportunity for me. I would encourage you to take time in the next 2 weeks for yourself, to recuperate and to refocus. I could easily rattle off a list of things that you can take the next 2 weeks to do to be prepared for the new year, strategies to engage with employers, or ways to build competency with your colleagues. Instead, do whatever helps build you up. It might be time by yourself, and it might be spending time with friends and family. It might be reading or watching a Hallmark movie or pulling apart a transmission. If the next 2 weeks is going to be anything but relaxing, first of all, you have my sympathies. I sincerely hope you're able to find a little bit of time to relax and rejuvenate. I hope you're able to come into the office on January 5th with a renewed sense of optimism and energy. And to everyone who supports what we do here at the Canadian Job Development Network, I just want to thank you for your support in the past year. Your participation and your energy has been a tremendous source of encouragement to me. And if you are celebrating Christmas this week, I'd like to wish you a Merry Christmas. And if not, I hope you have a relaxing time and an opportunity to spend time with people that you love and that you care about. By the way, before we break for the Christmas holidays, we launched Labor Market 101. These are annual training sessions that we do in the winter of every year. Many of you and your colleagues have already taken this, but it's an excellent introduction to important LMI divided up into 5 different occupations. So there's separate training modules. We have one for resource room advisors on Monday, March 5th, one for employment case managers on Tuesday, March 6th, one for facilitators on Wednesday, March 7th, another for job developers, specifically on Thursday, March 8th, and one for managers and supervisors, which is happening on Friday, March 9th. Everybody who registers up until January 15th is going to benefit from a 35% discount. But for members of the BC and the Ontario Labour Market Online, we have this discount that we usually offer them of an extra 25% off. And we're offering that to everybody. So everybody who registers until December 31st, so the end of the year, will get that extra 25% discount, but they need to use promo code members only. So just a quick notation about that. If you are going to register for Labor Market 101, which is really tailored to British Columbia and Ontario, remember to use promo code members only. We have, like I said, we have separate sessions planned for British Columbia and Ontario. If you're curious about BC, go to labormarketonline.com/LMI 101. Or if it's Ontario, go to ontariolabormarketonline.org/LMI 101. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for joining us every week of the year. Please click the like or subscribe button in your platform. Search for Motivating Mondays wherever you download podcasts. I'd also like it if you could subscribe to our YouTube channel and or rate or review the podcast. Now, we do these sessions live and for free every Monday morning, except next week. We're taking a week off. But it would be so great if you could join us every single week. Just go to jobdevelopment.org to learn more. If you have any questions, send me an email, cstcyr@labormarketsolutions.ca. Thank you so much. I hope you have an amazing holiday, and I hope you have an amazing new year.